Good morning, YouTube.
Good morning.
I'm here with the Eddie Horvath, and we're still practicing our social distancing. And yeah, you get the idea. I know everybody's getting tired of it. Pennsylvania is actually going to start opening up certain areas. I believe it's going to be the 8th. And I think they've already opened up some of the recreational parks and campgrounds.
You can go golfing.
And Eddie Horvath, he does concrete work. He's outside. He's not around anybody. And Eddie's lost a lot of money during this whole thing. And, you know, I'm fortunate. I have a job where we got to keep an airport open. And we haven't lost 1 minute of work. Oh, Eddie, I brought that planner up for your mother. I should have had it here. Give it to your mother, that one we made on the
that video. She loved it.
I heard Mrs. Horvath really liked that. She was impressed with the wooden planner. So I'm going to send Mrs. Horvath the one that actually was done on the video. So
yeah, she'll get it today.
Yeah,
we'll stop at the nursery and maybe get some flowers for her.
There you go. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Glad you like to watch our videos. What are we doing today, Ed?
We got a few pieces of pine, and they'll just make a post. But we need more of these stackers that we put our lumber on. So we'll cut some 4x, some 6x. It doesn't have to be anything pretty. We're going to run through them pretty quick.
Yeah, we're going to be starting on that cherry pretty soon, so we're going to need at least 3 more to start with. So we're going to do a little bit of sawmill video. We'll do another little walk around. We moved a lot of junk around here, and I have one of my buddies, Sean O'Toole, here to pick up some of this slab wood for recreational fire, so he's going to keep cutting on his pile, and then we'll have enough room eventually to get that sawdust pit. We did move the swing saw. Everything's already been moved, and it's looking a lot better around here. So we'll go ahead and get the bus motor fired up here, and we'll go ahead and make some 4x and 6x, and we'll be with you here in a minute. All right, we're doing a little bit of cleanup here. And we're getting the pine pile just about burned up. We're getting it hauled around back. This is just a big tangled mess. A couple of my buddies have been using these for campfires and whatever else. We're gonna move the swing saw over to the other side. And them big Jersey barriers are gonna be our permanent sawdust bin. We moved all the hardwood slabs, and there's the Eddie Horvath on the machine. We've been moving endless amounts of just junk around here, trying to get everything organized here. Spring's pretty much here now. It's a beautiful day. It's May the 2nd, and we're going to go ahead and set 3 bin blocks here, get all this stuff leveled out, and put a roof over the sawdust bin, and things will be a lot better. We're also going to be sawing a little bit today here. We're going to be cutting some 4x4s for the stackers. And we'll show you how we put a stacker together. These things are really nice. That way you can move your lumber pile around. We got some really tiny little pole logs on here. We're gonna just square them into either 6x6s or 4x4s, strictly just to cut in for stackers. But we'll give you an update here in a little bit. It's moving right along. Okay, we're back here. The sawing video yesterday didn't go so well. The GoPro decided to shut off, and we didn't get 1 minute of film sawing these pine logs into 4x4s and 6x6s. So today we are going to make up a stacker. And we use these all around our sawmill to stack all of our rough cut to put it on sticks, and then that way we can move a pack around without having to follow around with blocking and whatever else just to set it. So we find these very useful. So I'll show you a video on this. Also, I would like to thank Mr. Dick Moran, who sent us a Maryland state flag. So I put that up next to the North Carolina flag. So we got two state flags in our collection so far, and we also have the POW MIA from Mr. Louis McNeely, and Todd Brown had sent us the American flags, and also the branches of military, which I think we're going to just put up here shortly, right around. We'll put them up for Memorial Day anyway. We were going to have a little ceremony here with the VFW, but with this whole coronavirus going on, I don't think that's going to happen. So, okay, our first step here is we're going to cut the 4x4s into 42-inch pieces, which is the size of our pack. So we'll go ahead and get started here, and we'll get these cut up into lengths, and I'll show you how easy these are to put together here. Be with you here in a second. Okay, we'll go ahead and get these cut to length here, and we'll get started on building this thing. Okay, we'll go ahead and get this thing laid out, and we'll start putting it together. Be with you here in a second. All right, the first step is to drill a 1/4-inch hole. And I use these paddle bits with the auger on them, and they really do a good job. We're running 6-inch timber locks. And we're only using them on the bottom. Because these things are fairly expensive. They're like $33 a box. And this will be the bottom side of the stacker. So we'll go ahead and get these other two fastened, and then we're going to go ahead and flip it over, and we're going to start on the top part. So be with you here in a second. Okay, we are coming down the home stretch here. I had pre-drilled every one of these, but I'm going to show you. We're going to re-drill. We're going to pre-drill a hole, and I get 60 penny nails, and these are 6 inches long. And for the top, you don't have to put screws in them, because you'll be tying up a ton of money. So you just want to go through and just spike all these down. And that just keeps them more or less from sliding around. But you can process a lot of lumber on these. These will last for years, because once the lumber is sitting on them and they're tarped, they're kind of protected. And the bottom pieces, periodically flip them over and replace them. Or you could buy Walmanites for the bottom that's going to be sitting on the gravel or the dirt. So hopefully this was useful for someone to see how to build stackers. And we got an abundance of pine around here, so we're gonna, logs were going to be cut up and thrown in a landfill, so here they are. Turn them into something valuable. So sorry about the sawing video. GoPro, I don't know, sometimes I'm not too impressed with their products. It just periodically just shuts off when it wants to, and it can't resaw these again. So apologize for that. And thanks again to Mr. Dick Moran for the Maryland state flag. And we're going to take a little walk around the back here in a couple minutes, and I'll show you what we're getting accomplished back there for the cargo container for the kiln, and also our new sawdust storage area that's getting underway too. So be with you here in a second. All right, we're standing here at the band mill end of the building, and as you can see, they've been doing some live edge sawing here. This happens to be a piece of maple. And they do have a lot of logs to live edge. We got some big old cherries here. Some of these cherries are going to end up on a circular mill. They're too nice to. Now this thing here would be a very interesting piece to saw up for tabletops. But even some of these shorts I'd like to actually grade saw. There'll be some nice clear lumber. There's a nice piece for the band mill. But yeah, a lot of the bigger logs are showing up here for the band mill, and some of them that are nice and round and straight, we're going to bust them into grade lumber. And here's what was accomplished yesterday. He had got in here and run this down in here. Right there, that flat pad there is going to be right where the cargo container will sit, and this will be for the kiln. And then where that big sawdust pile is, that's where we're gonna put them concrete barriers in, and put a roof over that, and then we'll blow the sawdust right into that bin, and that way we can scoop it out with a machine and load people's trucks. And the slab wood pile is definitely getting whittled away here. Hopefully we get this cleared out and we'll cut a little roadway in, and we'll be able to load the sawdust. And then shortly here we'll be ready to start drilling holes and get this whole thing moving again. It's that time of year, get the construction going. What Eddie did yesterday turned out really nice. This used to be full of water, and he regraded it and put some hard, like Red Dog type gravel in there and packed it in. And unfortunately he had a problem with this machine yesterday. It started leaking oil from the belly pan, so we think he got a hydraulic leak somewhere, so we got to tear that machine apart. And this will be the area to cut slabs up for now. One thing I said is a very mobile unit, but yeah, things are shaping up here, and hopefully we're drying lumber here in the next month or so. But yeah, it looks good with the flags hanging up here. And all right, everybody have a great week, and I don't know what our next video will be here. We got a lot of stuff going on, so maybe we'll be setting up the sawdust bin in upcoming videos here. But hope everybody enjoyed it, and I will talk to you on the next video. Bye-bye.